Hi everyone, my name's Jonny Fowle. I'm the head of the Whiskey and Spirits department at Sotheby's, and I'm here in New York City surrounded by bottles of whiskey, but it's the ones on my left that we're going to be talking about today. These are from the Timeless Whisky Collection. This is a single-owner collection of whiskies accrued by one collector in California over years of dedication. This is going to go on sale at Sotheby's in New York on the 23rd of September. This is still one of the most valuable whiskey collections that we've ever handled, and the most valuable single-owner collection to go on sale in the USA. In the Timeless Whisky Collection, we have bottles that exceed 50 years old from the Macallan, Highland Park, Balvenie, Glen Grant, and many more. This is a collection that really focuses on these high age statement whiskies, and that's what makes this collection so valuable. Next, let's talk about limited releases. This means how few or how many bottles have been released of a certain whiskey expression. If I look at, for instance, the Macallan 50-year-old in Lalique, at the bottom here, it tells me exactly how many bottles have been produced. In the world, only 400 of these bottles ever hit the market. If there are only very few of a certain bottle, this means scarcity. Scarcity means demand, and demand means prices go up. If you can find whiskies that have very few bottles in the production outturn, you're going to find that these are more desirable and there will be competition for these bottles ultimately. A key point to remember is this whiskey actually good? So critics and journalists will receive these bottles, they will review them, and these reviews will be put out there for everyone to see. There are certain critics who really move the market. People trust their opinions, and when they score a bottle highly, these bottles tend to go up in value and become more desirable over time. The best way though to check if you like a whiskey is to taste it yourself. People often buy one to taste and one to keep. The next point to consider is vintage. Now with wine, we all know that vintage plays an important role, and this is largely linked to weather. Whereas whiskey, the vintage tends to be more about the history of the distillery and its production. That way you'll be able to identify, was there something in that particular year that makes this whiskey extra valuable or extra interesting? Lastly, and probably most importantly, is your own personal taste. So my recommendation is learn about whiskey, learn about the flavor, learn about the history, learn about the aesthetics, understand what resonates with you, and collect that way. The Timeless Whisky Collection covers all of these points. These whiskies are old, they have vintage statements, they're rare and limited. That's what makes the Timeless Whisky Collection really a significant ensemble of bottles.